swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Belize and will uphold the Constitution and the law, and that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as Chief Justice and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you very much, Excellency. Thank you.
The Honorable Madam Justice Louise Esther Blenman, Chief Justice, will now be giving an address.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Governor General, Miss Froila Salam, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Immigration, Honorable Eamon Courtney, Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Shine Barrow, former President of the Caribbean Court of Justice and former Chief Justice of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Sir Dennis Byron and Lady Byron, the Honorable Mr. Winston Just Anderson, Judge of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Acting President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Madam Minette Hafiz Bertram, Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Michelle Arana, Honorable Attorney General, Mrs. Magali Marin Young, Senior Counsel, President of the Bar Association, Mr. Andrew Marshallek, Senior Counsel, Vice President, Mr. Hector Guerra, Executive Member, Ms. Ileana Swift, Director of Public Prosecutions, Mrs. Cheryl Lynn Vidal, Senior Counsel, Solicitor General, Ms. Elisa Montalvo, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Chester Williams, Registrar of the Supreme Court, Mrs. Trinia Young, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, please permit me to recognize the presence of my beloved niece, Mrs. Leslyn Stewart, who has flown into Belize to participate in this swearing-in ceremony. I thank her for her valuable support and love. Also, I must acknowledge the virtual attendance of my sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, and colleagues. I most sincerely thank and recognize the presence of former Chief Justice of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court virtually, Sir Hugh Rollins and Lady Rollins. Firstly, this morning, I thank Almighty God for his continued blessings and give him all the praise and glory for enabling me to enjoy an illustrious legal and judicial career. It is right and fitting that I say thanks to my departed parents, Daphne and Harold Blenman, and my brother of blessed memory, the late Professor of Finance, Dr. Lloyd Blenman. It is with humility, but with the greatest pleasure, that I stand here today, having just sworn the oath of office of Chief Justice. It is an honor to be appointed as Chief Justice of Belize. I have undertaken to execute my duties without fear or favor, ill will, or affection, in an efficient and effective manner. I come to this office with what I hope is a wealth of experience spanning over 34 years. 15 years as an attorney, serving mainly in the public bars in Guyana and St. Lucia, including service as the Solicitor General of St. Lucia, and for a lesser period at the private bar. During my practice at the public and private bars in Guyana, I benefited immensely from having two outstanding jurists, Caribbean jurists, in the personages of the legendary Keith Messiah Senior Counsel of blessed memory and the eminent regional jurist Rex McKay as my mentors. I shall always be grateful to them both, and I am pleased that today Mr. Rex McKay, who is 93 years old, is joining us virtually. I have enjoyed 22 wonderful years of service to the people of the OECS, 19 years of which were in the judiciary of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. And during that period, I was afforded the unique opportunity to work closely with three outstanding Chief Justices, namely Sir Dennis Byron, Sir Hugh Rollins, and Dame Janice Pereira, and have participated fully in the ongoing reforms which have strengthened the court of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. I shall always cherish the collegiality that I have with the judges of both the High Court and the Court of Appeal of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, and greatly appreciate our intellectually stimulating interactions. My total 22 years of public service allowed me to view the reforms and participate in them close up. I intend to willingly share my experience and expertise with the people of Belize. I am of the firm view that the Caribbean is stronger together, and we must continue to share our experiences and expertise with each other. I am Guyanese by birth, St. Lucian by naturalization, and Caribbean by inclination. I am a Caribbean woman jurist. Similarly, Belize is Caribbean, and therefore we have that in common. I am greatly honored to be given the opportunity to serve the people of Belize as Chief Justice. I shall use my best efforts to improve the administration of justice in Belize. I am committed to ensuring that the most important court users, namely the litigants, are provided with easy access to justice that is fair, independent, and efficient. A high-functioning administration of justice is critical to the maintenance of any democratic society. I am determined to contribute to the adherence to the rule of law, to provide leadership aimed at ensuring that the judiciary remains independent, shows fidelity to the rule of law and the separation of powers, and importantly, that persons' constitutional rights are enforced. Unless our court system works effectively and efficiently, investors will be slow to come to Belize. Consequently, I will dedicate my energies to working assiduously to improving the effectiveness and efficiency of the justice system in Belize. I am looking forward to contributing significantly to the reforms of the justice system, which are aimed at improving the quality and timeliness of delivery of justice in Belize. By extension, it is expected that together with my colleagues on the bench, we will enrich the jurisprudence of this court. I am enthusiastic to work closely with all of the stakeholders within proper boundaries to improve justice in Belize. I intend to build upon the work of my predecessors. Even though this is my first time here, I already feel at home. And from what I've seen so far, Belize reminds me of Guyana, the country of my birth. I anticipate a high level of collegiality and commitment from hard-working judicial officers who will continue to give of their best in serving the litigants. I encourage the Bar Association to be fearless, independent in your pursuit for justice, and look forward to working closely with you within proper boundaries. I am pleased to have the unwavering support and encouragement from Mr. Justice Winston Anderson, a judge of the Apex Court, our Apex Court, the Caribbean Court of Justice. I consider his presence today as a signal of his support, not only for me, but also for the local courts in Belize, and importantly, for the people of Belize. I thank you, sir. I place on record my sincere gratitude to Sir Hugh Rawlins and Lady Rawlins and Mrs. Camille St. Rose, as well as other friends, colleagues, for their support and encouragement. I also thank my sisters, Burl, Carol, and Jacqueline for their continued love, support, and encouragement. To my nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, and colleagues, and I can assure you I have lots of these, all of whom are participating virtually, I thank you most sincerely. It is therefore for me to conclude by reinforcing that it is a great sense of honor and with the highest amount of humility that I say that I am privileged to serve the people of Belize, and I look forward to commencing my duties. I pray that Almighty God continues to bless all of us. I thank you, Excellency.
We will now have a speech from the Honorable Ms. Magali Marin Young, Attorney General of Belize. It will be given by the Honorable Imon Courtney.
Your Excellency, the Emperor Salam, the distinguished Governor General of Belize, Madam Justice Hafiz, Madam Justice Arana, Madam Chief Justice Blenman, Your Honor, Justice Anderson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am deputizing for Madam Attorney, who unfortunately is out of the jurisdiction dealing with her personal business, and also asked by the Prime Minister, who is also on government business in Germany, to be here in his name. If I may start by saying, on behalf of the government and people of Belize, we congratulate you, Madam Justice Blenman, as the new Chief Justice of Belize. In the words of the Attorney General, I am grateful and I am unable to attend virtually, as it gives me great pleasure and honor to address you today on the swearing in of our new Chief Justice, Her Honor Louise Esther Blenman, who is a Caribbean sister jurist from our region. Chief Justice Blenman is a Guyanese national who graduated from the University of the West Indies, where most of us earned our law degrees. She also obtained her legal education certificate from the Hugh Wooding Law School, another regional institution, and was called to the bar in Guyana in 1988. Chief Justice Blenman subsequently obtained a Master of Law degree with merit from the University of London. Madam Chief Justice has served in a variety of senior legal and judicial positions in the region, including in St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua and Barbuda, and Anguilla. Prior to being selected as our Chief Justice, she served as Justice of Appeal of the Eastern Caribbean Court, a regional court that serves 9 states and territories. She therefore brings a wealth of experience, having sat in the region as a High Court judge for 9 years and a Justice of Appeal for 10 years. For in excess of 6 years, she served as the chairperson of the Judicial Education Institute of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court and is a fellow of the Commonwealth Judicial Education Institute. She also served as the chairman of the Sentencing Guidelines Committee. Finally, Chief Justice Blenman also brings a wealth of experience in mediation. Chief Justice is the consummate jurist, who is renowned regionally for her dedication to the rule of law and to public service. She has developed a reputation for her timely delivery of judgments, which have been cited in the courts in Belize and regionally. She is renowned for her prolific judgment writing, many of which have been affirmed by the Privy Council. Her selection as our Chief Justice was a transparent process, which involved senior members of the Bar Association of Belize, who provided the Honorable Prime Minister with recommendations on the applicants for the post. There was no doubt in the interview and selection process that Chief Justice Blenman was our candidate, given her stellar record in the region as a jurist and for her reputation as being stern and disciplined but fair and a person of utmost integrity. We certainly look forward to your judicial leadership, Chief Justice. There are several key judicial reforms which are in process, especially those being ushered in by the Senior Courts Bill, and we know that there will be many of your own, all with the aim to improve the delivery of justice in Belize and to ensure that the rule of law prevails. We thank you for your sacrifice in leaving your home country and your position as Justice of Appeal at the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court to take up the post of Chief Justice. We are grateful, and from the executive, we pledge our unwavering support. Before I close, I wish to thank Madam Justice Michelle Arana for, quote-unquote, holding the fort, so to speak, in acting as our Chief Justice for the last 2 years, navigating the judiciary successfully through the pandemic. And we wish to record our congratulations on your eminent elevation to the Court of Appeal bench as a Justice of Appeal. Thank you and congratulations, Justice Arana. On behalf of Madam Attorney General, Prime Minister, the Government of Belize, once again, congratulations, congratulations. Thank you all for your service. I apologize for the absence of the leading Prime Minister and the Attorney General. And unfortunately, I was a substitute. Thank you very much.